You know, it's about damn time, Spirit. It's about damn time. I'm just playing. You know the shit that can come out my mouth at any random time. But thank you. I am happy that you have come. And you're willing to take that step. When the thought hit me and I wanted to elaborate on it, add in my interactions, it wasn't until this morning that I realized that you're ready. You've stood on the sidelines long enough and watched and listened and judged whether or not you should or not. But you're ready. You're ready to step forth and join me now and join me in our sanctuary. And I've interacted with a lot of women who have come across these situations, these horrible situations of abuse, whether it is verbal, but most of them, it is of the physical nature. And it did not faze me as I heard these tales, these traumatic events that happened to them. And I never thought of that in my own bloodline, my own family members, because even if it might have was, it was not brought up. It was not spoken. I really didn't truly see until I became a teenager, as I can say. And for some reason, trauma seems to follow me. The women that have been in my life, intimate and non, have experienced trauma. I won't say any names, but there was one woman that I was involved with that I found out that she ended up breaking down and telling me that all the way up into her being an adult, meaning that at the current time that I was involved with her, that she was being molested by her stepfather. As I say again, all the way up into her adulthood, meaning that it was still going on. And I kindly told her, do not let me around that motherfucker. Do not bring that motherfucker around me. Introduce that motherfucker to me. Because I don't know what I would have done, but it would not have been something nice. Then let's fast forward to another female that I was involved with, who at a very young age was having sex with a neighbor to get things that she wanted. And I'm saying she was possibly 10, 11 at the time. Her household wasn't in order. Things was all out of array. And some incident happened where she was raped. And I didn't fully grasp it. We see it on the news. We hear about it on television shows, the papers, and so forth. But until you come into some kind of contact, it does not sink in. And through all of these incidents, I am not judging. I could care less. I can't really say I could care less. It's just that there was no true empathy. Because I didn't know how to respond to that. I don't know what the fuck to say. Oops. Sorry. Damn. That's fucked up. What? Oh my fucking goodness. Yeah, sounds kind of fucked up and stupid when I say it out loud. But it happened to them. Another female, she described the tale as what all she remembered. She remembered being with a guy, being led up to a roof, him pushing her to where half of her body was hanging off of the roof. And the next thing you know, he's pulling up his pants and she's pulling up her panties, pulling down her skirt and walking down from the roof. And it made me disgusting. I mean, like, wow, there's some really fucked up people out there. Not once did I think about you. Not once did I think about you who went through this, through the worst terms, where it would happen in broad daylight, in front of crowds and groups, to where you literally hate the male persona. You don't want it around. You end up hating your sons, your cousins, even those who did not have anything to do with it. But there were fathers and uncles who were raping their own family. And we're not just talking about the slave masters. We all know that, but many do not like to shed light on that subject. It is a deep, dark, very disturbing image. A picture that is painted that will be easy for people to deny that it really happened, because it is how I will be looked at. The feeling of dirty stares and looks. But that is nothing for you to worry about. You realize that I can be there and I will be there. You won't be judged. Thank you, spirits. It took you long enough. You gotta let me say it. You gotta let me say it, cause boy. But you're here. You're on board. You're allowing me to help you heal. I'm not here to make you forget what you have been through, what you have experienced, but to let you know that it is not and will not ever happen again. That is not tolerated. That is not a part of me. I am a male figure that you can trust. Because it's sad that you couldn't trust your own family to fucking protect you. As they crept in to the rooms late at night, or the ones who told their parents, and they did not believe them, that Uncle Joe, and we all know, well, if you don't know, very much so in the South, when the term uncle was used, Oh, son, say hi to your uncle. That man is not your uncle. That man is a no blood relation. He is there for your mama. And at times, we don't even know how wicked these people are. And I know there were instances where you pleaded with your mommy that this person touched you, they hurt you, these things are going on. And how were you met? You were met with criticism, jealousy. And I don't know why a grown fucking woman would be jealous of a man's attraction to a child, a sexual attraction to a child over her, where you would put the safety of your kid in jeopardy to be with a fucking man. And this goes for both, but who came to me are my sisters. My sisters, my aunties, my grands, my greats, great-greats, all of that female line who've had to overcome this, who didn't overcome it, who feared, who would end up fearing that their own flesh and blood would grow up to be just like the men that they came into contact with. That is such a sickening thought, but it happens. A defense mechanism. We have to protect ourselves even if we are not being protected. Now, there are some cases where false accusations are made. We understand that. This focus is on the real. The ones who had to bear that. The ones who late at night when their mother's asleep, they're hearing their fucking door creeping open. And they feel the weight of the bed sink in as this grown fucking man is removing the covers or placing his hands under the cover and touching you, groping you, filling you up, and you can't do nothing. You mention it, you're cursed out. Why can't I be happy? You don't want me to be happy. Is that why you're doing this? Is that why you're saying that he is doing this to you and touching you and making you perform acts? You've been through it. And I'm here to help you stop going through it. For those who were taken advantage of by multiple, passed around like a used doll, while others just look. Some probably even have a child, a relative, someone around that same age, and they're right here doing those acts to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that no one was there for you. They didn't hear your cries. They didn't understand your pain. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry all of that carried on into the afterlife with you. And when I think of the things that I have done, especially in the terms of role playing and the scenarios, it can be really disturbing. It can be really downright sickening. And I mean, you're there, you're watching, you're hearing. I don't need to go into detail, but I know that you all know. But that is just a play, an act, and I did not think that maybe that was turning you away. You didn't understand. Maybe you did not comprehend that it was just an act. It is not me. It is not how I think. It is not the way that I am living. And it won't be the way that I am living. I am not going to make you experience that. I am going to make it to where it won't again. Now, you came to me. You kind of took your sweet, sweet time. But now that I know I have your undivided attention, I have your trust, you will be praised and honored for going through that. That is nothing to be shameful of. It does not have to affect your pride. Because I know how strong you were. I can say you deserve better. You were not supposed to or should have been treated that way. My heart and my eyes, when I look at you and think about you, it's filled with love. My arms are open. And I understand if you're still standoffish. That if I cannot fully embrace you, because you are still timid, you are still weary, and I'm okay with that. Take however more time you need before you can truly walk beside me, because it's all right. I'm waiting. I have patience. Just the fact that you came to me, and I have been mentioning these prayers and calling out for almost 2 months now, right? Almost 2 months now. And you finally on this beautiful morning, help me understand that you are here. You are ready. What is next? My prayers are reaching you. You hear in my voice that this is real. This is not a trick. I am not trying to get you comfortable to use and abuse you. Because you've been through enough. I cannot physically say that I have experienced those things. But through all of the people that I interacted with, and there's many more, but that is not going to be the focus. Those mentions were just so you can see how I relate. For those to understand that I am a male, I carry the same scent that has disgusted you. When everything from my hair, my eyes, my teeth, the smell of men's cologne, the way we dress, everything you have hated, despised. But that is not me. You're understanding that you cannot hinder yourself and others in your bloodline who had nothing to do with this. You're getting the picture that, hey, somebody is getting it right. Somebody is taking action. Someone is calling to us. And they have all the best intentions for our future. And that is for the young ones, the adults, and the others, or the older. There's love. There is compassion. There is empathy. There is sympathy. Your sanctuary is your place where you can rest easily. You can wake up the same way you went to sleep. There's no throwing away of blood-soaked sheets because someone came in the middle of the night or in the broad daylight, or you were taking on a ride, pulled over to the side of the road, or hauled off into the woods somewhere. That is not me, and that has ended for you. Oh, spirits, you have stumped me once again. For when I feel I don't know, or I feel I don't know what direction, you put it to the test. You show me that you do know. You know what to say, how to say it. And I guess now was the right time of when to say it. You deserve it. There's no more. There's no more of that life. No more of that pain. Because the mental is just as fucked up as the physical. I hear your pleas. I believe you. And when you're ready, I am there to embrace all of you. Amen.